Welcome to Metro Vancouver Close-Up, your look at sustainability in our region. It's increasingly common to overlap the use of urban spaces in housing, retail, schools, and transportation. Now, a cemetery manager is finding ways to improve ecological services at the 106-acre Mountain View Cemetery in Vancouver. Over the past 10 years, Mountain View Cemetery has gradually transformed itself, with the addition of thoughtful features, such as a garden that memorializes infants who were buried here over the years in unmarked graves. Now several ecological improvements are part of Mountain View's journey forward.
We're trying to make the cemetery a place for the living and make people comfortable with the space so their first experience here isn't at a funeral, and that's not their only experience at the cemetery. It does have so much more to offer the community. First and foremost, we are a cemetery, so anything that we do here needs to be respectful of that. But we are, for a lot of these neighbors, they're green space, and that's quite evident in the way you see people using the space.
The cemetery is just west of Fraser Street, between 31st and 43rd Avenues, and now has meadows and no-mow zones where the grass is allowed to grow. These features create a more hospitable habitat for bugs and other small creatures. And adding to that biological diversity, now there are honeybees. The cemetery provided the space, while neighbor Will Valley provided the equipment and the bees.
This is an excellent place for bees for a number of reasons. This is a nice secluded area, so there aren't that many people, which is nice for the bees to keep them happy and people happy. There's also a lot of different plants in this area too, so throughout the year they have access to a number of different sources of pollen and nectar. My wife and I often think, is it strange to consider this our park, our green space? For us it is. It's a lovely place to go for a walk. There's amazing plants and trees in this area, and now we have another connection with the bees too.
Gardener Heather Gerth is excited about the cemetery's newest residents.
We just got the bees, and I've been watching them every day and seeing how active and they're settling. They look like they're settling in quite well, so that will be a really exciting project. Anything that you eat has likely been pollinated by a bee or some kind of pollinating insect. Without them, we wouldn't have the food crops we have, but we also wouldn't have the beautiful flowers that we have.
Gerth is busy ripping up sod to plant additional meadows, which will provide more pollen and nectar for the cemetery's bees. She's also in the process of planting more than 800 new trees as part of the City of Vancouver's Greenest City Action Plan. Trees that will provide more habitat for birds and other small animals, as well as welcome shade.
Come out and check the cemetery, come for a walk. It is a place that is evolving and will keep evolving. And it's a place to both grieve but also find joy in.